Run out of fingers at this point. Day number 10 of listening to an album a day. Today's album is Discovery by Daft Punk, and this was also recommended to me by Ross Clark. It's just the luck of the wheel. Discovery by Daft Punk was released in 2001, and honestly I thought this was their first album. The album is about escapism, nostalgia, and joy in losing yourself through music. Daft Punk have said that they were inspired by funk, soft rock, synth pop, and you can really hear that throughout the album. I think I was expecting more wall-to-wall bangers, and that's not really what it is. There are slower, more ambient tracks, which isn't a bad thing. I just wasn't really expecting a vibe halfway through my workout. But with instrumental, heavy electronic music, especially tracks without lyrics, sometimes it does feel it's the same idea looping in your head and you're like, yes, I get it, thank you. This album is also really nostalgic for me. The first Daft Punk song I heard, I must have been about 11 or 12, and it was called Digital Love. I think it was on a That's What I Call Music compilation album, and I was obsessed with it. Obviously, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger was unavoidable, and especially when YouTube first came about, there was the dude that did like the Daft Hands thing. That was really peak early internet, and One More Time still holds up. That's a classic. So my favourite track on the album was actually track 2, Aerodynamic. I think I just love the guitar riff through it. It feels playful and unexpected, and it's like Daft Punk were like, what if we scared electronic music fans for a second? My least favourite song on the album was Short Circuit. By the time it came on, I think I was already having a bit of album fatigue. And honestly, me and my boyfriend were listening to it in the car, and he was like, this reminds me of an old ringtone. And it's true, it totally does. Unfortunately, it just felt a bit like mechanical, which is funny to say about EDM. Another thing I found funny was that the last song on the album is called Too Long. Too Long was too long. It was 10 minutes long, which is in fact too long. I did appreciate the self-awareness though. Even with the nitpicks, Discovery is a hugely important album. So overall, I'm giving Discovery a 6 out of 8. For me, it works best as background or movement music, like going to the gym, driving, dancing, rather than something you sit down and analyse and dissect. The lyrics aren't particularly inspired, but the vibe absolutely is. So let's see what tomorrow's album's gonna be. Almost had mayhem. Recording this before I spin the wheel, I have no idea what's next. You guys do. I'll find out through editing. As always, comment what you think I should listen to next and I will add it to the wheel. Another album down? What's next?